Brady to throw on second down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From midfield, here's Brady. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Right back for Allen. This time he finds it complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But in this case, that play got bottled up.
Allen now off the bootleg. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
New England trots back out there for their next offensive series, and it gives us a time to talk about their backfield. Everyone knows Tom Brady's set in stone, but they've got some options at running back this year. Interesting to see how that's going to sort out.
And it's always been that way in New England, kind of a plethora of riches. In this case, it is crazy, isn't it? James White, the Super Bowl hero, Rex Burkhead, first-round pick Sony Michel. Then you got to put in Mike Gillislee, who's played well in this league. Jeremy Hill had big moments in Cincinnati. Brandon Bolden, who doesn't carry it very often but is great on special teams. And how about the undrafted free agent Ralph Webb, getting on the radar in their first preseason game with a big performance.
Yeah, the Vanderbilt Commodore making his presence felt. Indeed, a lot of options in the backfield. Now Brady throwing on second down. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Throwing is Brady on third down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Pushing his way through. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Ivory. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Burkhead. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Murphy now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back.
They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big run there by McCoy. 41 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Off the bootleg. Allen. Left side here. Caught by Clay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, 28 yards. And the Bills are in for 6.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brady now on first down. Throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. It's a nice second down for them.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Brady, open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
No, 66.
On the run, it's Burkhead. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, this is Ivory. And he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
On
play action, Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big deal.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
3 down. Hey, hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A give to McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Leopard!
Now Allen off the bootleg into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Hey, switching gears for a second, halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games, so I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you get a lot of really good competition in practice with the best versus the best from each team.
He's going to in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Leopard!
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Leopard! We got three, fellas. We got 3. Shoot! No. Check. Patriot!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, right now, Charles, we sit in the thick of preseason, and, of course, that means we're in the thick of fantasy football draft season. So, the top five. It's good to have David Johnson back, Le'Veon Bell, of course, Gurley, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Brown, all studs. Who would you take number one in a fantasy draft?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I would look at Todd Gurley and David Johnson as my top two picks. Johnson missed all of last season with a wrist injury, and with potentially a rookie quarterback there and a little bit of a rebuild, he may get more work than he can possibly handle. Todd Gurley was a beast for L.A. last year, running it and catching it. But how about a rookie by the name of Saquon Barkley with the Giants? I think he'll get a ton of touches. And Alvin Kamara, he showed what he could do last year, both running it and catching it. And don't forget, returning it as well.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Brady now on first down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Gronk that time. So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Patriots coming out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
On first and 10, here's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. Well, the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division. 3 teams in the playoffs last year. Atlanta, New Orleans, which won the division, and Carolina.
Going west, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
And in the north, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
10th carry now for McCoy. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From midfield, here's Allen. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
On play action, Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's John Ryan now. He's been terrific so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll run it here. This is James White looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Goes underneath here to White. Room to run inside the 40. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 55 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Gronkowski. And we are tied at 7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Again, it's McCoy. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Now Allen. It's caught. Jones. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they can't bring him down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Leopard!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. It was the free safety, Jordan Poyer, that time there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. But he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, here's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Leopard!
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
This give is to McCoy. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now McCoy, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nice footwork by McCoy. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.